What's up, guys? So today's Monday, and I love Mondays because it means I get to do my job. I do my job a lot on the weekends or days off too sometimes, but in different ways, and I love getting back to work because I do work that really helps people. So if you're not doing work that really helps people and that you love and gets you fired up, it's just something to think about, maybe. Maybe what do you really want to do? So I'm coming in for an update to talk to you about people have been asking me questions like, you're talking a lot about a business stuff lately, and it's awesome and it's helpful, but like, what's the deal? So it's about the fact that I do what I do as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a founder of something amazing and big, and it allows me to help other people. Hey, Allie, hey, girl. And so what I do for work every day is create this machine, manage this machine, and connect with people to help them on a deeper level with their health, to truly transform them, and to get at the root of the problem for weight loss as it pertains to weight loss, for all of these other disease-related things, and to get them the true health in a permanent fashion that they've been craving. So with our weight loss people, my husband does chiropractic and postural stuff too. He's awesome at that. And but he's also the king of weight loss around here. Like, we have the highest rated weight loss in Western New York for a reason. So so no BS, real weight loss. And oh my gosh, Allie, are you serious? You're in this office right now? I'll come out and see you. Okay, so anyway, that's what we do to help people within this container of Revolution Health Quarters with Revolution Weight Loss. But what I've been doing for years and years, because I'm a two-time entrepreneur, two-time business creator, brand creator, and I've done tons and tons of freelance graphic design, video editing, brand creation, logo creation, all that stuff, graphic design. I've been helping people with business for years. I've been coaching and consulting people for years, and I've been doing freelance work for years. And so that's not something that I've fully come out front and branded, because I've had other things going on more at the front. So yes, I've been doing more intentional work with the coaching, the one-on-one coaching, and the course creation. So I've already actually created a course for my business people, for my female, because I love you guys, but females, you're my jam. Females are the ones that I want to connect with, and I've got a heart for females because I know what it takes, I know what it's like. And so I've already created the course for people that want to scale their businesses, that are actually ready to move to the next level, that feel stuck in where they're at. And so I've created a course to allow people to do that. And it's a self-guided course. You take yourself through it with all of these worksheets and audio and video, and it's amazing, and it's really helping people. And so you're gonna start hearing about that. You're gonna start hearing me coming out to talk about more business stuff, because you know what? If that's helping people now too, then I'm going to stop not talking about it. I'm going to start talking about that more. So you'll hear me talk about weight loss probably still, but you'll also hear the business stuff, because when it comes to the business stuff, I don't know if you caught the live with Alyssa Dillon last week, but when it comes to the business stuff, if I can help, and I do all the time, business owners with their businesses, then I am now helping them help everybody else, right? So if I can help women in business reach more, do more, create more for their audience, then I'm able to help at scale, and that's more important to me. I love the one-on-one stuff, and I love helping people with weight loss for sure, but I've created a machine with my husband that actually does that. So now I can reach other areas, other industries, and other types of people for other types of needs in a bigger way, and that's awesome, right? So I'm gonna start talking about that, and you're gonna hear more about it. Boundaries stuff is so necessary in your business, but it's also necessary if you're just a person without a business. But I want as many people to have this boundaries worksheet as possible, because there's almost everybody's just walking around without any sense of what they will and won't say no to, and what they will and won't say yes to. And you have to say yes and mean it, and you have to say no and stand behind it. So and when it comes to parenting, none of this we're not going there, and then you decide to take them there anyway because maybe things have calmed down, or saying, yeah, sure, we can do that, and then coming back on your word later. That doesn't serve you. That doesn't serve your kids. That makes you look like a hypocrite. That makes you look weak, and that makes you look like they can't trust you. So these boundaries are really helpful, because a lot of times it's not like we know we're doing it or that we really anticipate the effect of that when we go back on our word. And so Kelly, wow. So we don't think of the effect of that, but what really ends up happening is there's a trickle down effect of people not trusting your word. And you are, oh good, Kelly, I hope this helps. And I'm saying this with love, because I have definitely been there, but I have made a very intentional point of that. Like, my mom was really good at this, and she's like baked it into me. So as a parent, I've always let my no's be no and my yeses be yes. And my kids will tell anybody, I do not tell them where we're going anywhere. Like, unless it's like we're going to the grocery store. If we're going on a trip, they don't know about it until they're in the car on the way. Like, because, here's why. Because if I told them where we were going first, I know I'm kind of digressing, but stick with me. If I told them where we were going 3 weeks in advance or 4 weeks, whenever we booked the trip to Disney, then they started acting up. In my head, as a mom, I'd be like, you don't appreciate what I'm doing for you. You're not behaving well, because despite the fact that I'm doing a big thing for you, like a monster vacation that we've never had before, and if you're acting up, that I'm gonna receive that as disrespect, and then I'm gonna want to pull that trip away from you, even though I can't. So that would be going back on my word. I'd want to go back on my word really bad, but I couldn't. And then how do I make a point? So there's all this So I don't tell them, because if I don't tell them they're going on a trip, or going to the movies, or doing something fun, if I don't tell them, then, and they act up and just act like kids and like fight a little bit together, then I'm not gonna interpret that as you don't appreciate me and you don't respect me. I'm just gonna interpret that as you're not listening. Like, get in line, let's have a like powwow with the kids, let's see what's going on. I'll do the parenting thing, and I won't attach it to the fact that I'm doing something awesome for you and you don't care, right? So that's, in terms of boundaries, that's how I help myself let my no's be no and my yeses be yes, because I'm a basket case sometimes, and I want to make sure, like, I just want my kids to always have fun, enjoy each other, respect each other's company, and love each other. So when it's not happening, I get frustrated. So if I tell my kids we're not going somewhere, you better believe we're not going. And if I tell them maybe, it's because I'm not even done thinking about it. That maybe might be a no, and they know that too. If I say yes, we're doing it at all costs. It's happening. Unless a catastrophic, like, weather-related issue happened, we're doing it. So my kids will always trust me when I say we're going to do something, or I'm going to get something done. They know I will, because I'll move mountains to get it done, because I'll be damned if I go back on my word, because that matters to my kids. It matters to our relationship. It matters to my character and my what's it called, reputation. So I think that since I live by that hard, and it's been baked into me as a person through my mom too, in terms of parenting, that it's really, really been easier for me to like push that into business sense too, right? So with business, respecting technology and respecting my integrity and like respecting those boundaries surrounding those topics is critical, because your business depends on it. Because if you are the face of your business, people are going to think about your business as they think about you. So your boundaries are critical, and saying yes and meaning it and saying no and meaning it are just as equally important, and you have to know how to do that. So this boundaries worksheet, if you're interested in getting it, comment below, and I will send you a direct message. I'll shoot it to you in a message for you to have it, and you can just use it. And I want you to print it out, I want you to fill it out, and then I want you to take pictures of the worksheet portions that you've filled out and keep them on your phone, keep them with you. Because if you have these boundaries and you decide on your terms what your boundaries will be, what you will take and what you will not in life, in these categories, if you decide that you know what you will take and what you will not stand for, until it gets in your bones, until it like becomes a part of you, really, like that's what you want, but until it gets to be a part of you and you're just like, this is who I am, you might need to refer back to it for a little bit. You might need to go back into your phone and be like, wait, this situation is occurring. I'm being asked to do this. Is that aligned with who I am? Does that keep me? Or does that rob a little bit of my energy, rob a little bit of my patience, rob a little bit of my soul, and take from me? What is it? What is that doing? So you look back on your phone in that worksheet that you snapped a shot of, and you say, yeah, I decided at that point that I would never stand for this, actually. So I'm going to go back and let that person know. That's a no from me. You know, no big deal, but I'm just not going to go there, or I'm not going to do that, or I'm not going to be working with you on that level, because and then when you do that, that'll be part of your memory. It'll be part of your psyche, and you'll remember, yep, That's not what I do. I don't do that. So Jenna, welcome to Catching Me Live. Glad to have you here. So if you, and you know, like there's no big deal with referring back to that, like taking a second and before you make a decision, referring to your boundaries and deciding whether or not it's a fit for you. So I want you guys to have this, worksheet if you want it, and I'm telling you it will change your life. It'll change who you are, it'll change your confidence, your respect for yourself, and everybody else that is in your life and responding to you is going to get on board with that too. And the people who are doing business with you are going to respect the crap out of you because they can trust that what you're saying is what will happen, right? So boundaries, 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 very important. And oh, by the way, the biggest thing that I want you guys to take away from this, boundaries are not restrictive. Boundaries are not like suppressive. Boundaries sounds like you're containing me. Like I don't like boundaries. I don't like fences. I don't like guardrails. Really? Because and as I got you, because boundaries keep us safe. Guardrails keep us from going off of the highway. Bumpers in bowling let our kids have fun and feel like they're doing something, right? They don't go into the gutter. And fences keep our kids contained in the playground. They keep our kids contained in the yard so they're not wandering off and getting snatched. Fences, boundaries, guardrails, bumpers, they're good for us. They keep the fun inside. They keep the awesome happening. You need boundaries. And if we didn't have boundaries as people, like this world would look a little different, look a little hellish, a little more hellish. And you can affect the people in your life and in your circle. What's up, Carol? You can affect the people in your life in a better way when you've got boundaries because you're setting the example of what that looks like. And most people don't appreciate or recognize that they don't have them, right? So if you can start to decide what your boundaries are, put them into action, you're living an example for other people and they are going to level up with you. And it's going to be awesome. You guys are going to be like vibrating on a whole new level and it's going to be great and you're going to be happier and this brings you more joy. Your boundaries that you determine and that you decide on and that you respect will bring you more joy. So if you want more joy and you want to stop struggling and you want to stop floundering, then make boundaries your best friend. That's what you need. So if you need that worksheet, hit me up and let me know. I will send it to you direct message. Comment below for that and I will just shoot it off to you. So I hope that's helpful. I hope you guys love Mondays. If you don't love Mondays, I want you to consider what you're doing that you don't love Mondays. Like get down deep with it. I know. Mondays don't have to suck. They don't suck for me. I love Mondays. Sunday night, I'm like, can't wait to get to work. So anyway, I hope you are finding this helpful and I hope that you have a wicked week. Love you guys.